Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here because today we're diving deep into one of the most intense psychological thrillers of recent times. Nefarious. This movie takes us on a chilling journey through the dark corridors of the human mind, where the line between reality and possession blurs. It's a story packed with suspense, mystery, and a battle against sinister forces that want to control not just one man's body, but his very soul. If you love movies that keep you on the edge of your seat, filled with unexpected twists and emotional turmoil, then Nefarious is the perfect watch for you. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's unravel the secrets behind this gripping thriller together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing movie recaps and reviews just like this. The story opens inside a cold, dimly lit psychiatric office where Dr. Alan Fisher is working late. On the wall hangs his degree in a crooked frame, and as if possessed, the frame tilts unnaturally. Dr. Fisher notices but calmly straightens it. Something feels off in the air. He steps into the elevator, but before it can move, he collapses. His death sudden and unexplained, sending a shiver down anyone's spine. Cut to a maximum security prison where Edward Wayne Brady, a notorious serial killer, awaits his fate. Tonight is his execution night. Edward's reputation for ruthlessness has made him infamous, but few know the dark secret he harbors inside. A sinister entity named Nefarious that claims control over his very soul. To assess Edward's mental state, the prison calls in Dr. James Martin, a young psychiatrist who recently took over the case after Dr. Fisher's unexpected death. The prison warden warns Dr. Martin that Edward is cunning and manipulative, capable of anything to avoid the electric chair set for 11 p.m. Determined but wary, Dr. Martin approaches Edward's cell. When they meet, Martin breaks the news about Dr. Fisher's death. Edward smiles coldly, confessing, "I killed him." The words hang heavy in the air. When pressed for a reason, Edward answers without remorse, "He didn't like me. I wanted you, doctor, Martin, to hear my story." As Edward begins to speak, he reveals that he is not just a man, but a vessel for an ancient evil. He refuses to be called Edward, instead claiming the title, the Lord of Princes, a name that sends chills down Dr. Martin's spine. The doctor tries to maintain professionalism, but Edward's unnerving familiarity, calling him Jimmy, a name only Martin's mother uses, breaks his composure. Martin snaps, "Don't call me that." Edward smiles wider, "And you shouldn't call me Edward. That's not my real name either." The air between them thickens with tension as Edward hints at the dark forces controlling him, forces beyond human understanding. The clock's relentless ticking towards 11 p.m. reminds them both that time is running out. This is not just a story of a killer awaiting death. It's a battle for souls, a fight against an evil that no one fully understands. Dr. Martin must unravel the mystery before it consumes them both. Edward coldly tells Dr. James that while his physical body can be destroyed, his soul will never be defeated. Puzzled, Dr. James demands to know who he is. Edward reveals himself as Nefarious, the Lord of Hell. Despite the chilling claim, Dr. James thinks it must be some cruel joke. Seeking help, he calls a priest to perform an exorcism, but the priest insists there is no spirit possessing Edward. Mocking the priest, Edward dismisses him, claiming they don't know how to truly banish a demon. Frustrated but curious, Dr. James presses Edward to explain more. Edward admits that he serves the lords of hell and that a great war between God and their forces recently erupted. Now they are trying to recruit humans to their side, which is why Edward wants Dr. James to write a book about their story. He also confesses to killing Dr. Alan Fisher because they wanted Dr. James to join them and document their dark truth. He urges Dr. James to share this message with the world, warning that ignoring it could bring disaster. Dr. James is incredulous and accuses Edward of delusion, but Edward insists, asking permission to enter Dr. James's body. Against his better judgment, Dr. James agrees, unaware this is a grave mistake. Surprisingly, nothing immediately happens. Dr. James laughs nervously, mocking the whole situation. Then he asks to speak directly to Edward. Through Edward's body, Nefarious responds, revealing that many murders blamed on Edward were actually committed by others. He explains that when pain comes, they leave his body and he alone suffers. Dr. James asks if Edward is evil. Edward admits he is evil, but not so evil that he could kill his own mother. This confession shocks Dr. James, who learns that Edward did indeed kill his mother in childhood, revealing the depths of his dark past. The room grows colder, shadows lengthen, and an eerie silence falls over the place as Edward's confession hangs heavy in the air. Dr. James realizes that this is no ordinary patient, and the battle ahead will not be one fought with medicine or logic, but with faith, courage, and the very essence of human will. Time is running out, for at midnight, Edward's execution awaits. But the true war may only be beginning. Nefarious once again takes control of Edward's body and says, "You are like us, meaning you are a killer too. And let me tell you, before you can pass from here, you will have to commit 3 murders. You have already committed your first murder, your mother's." Dr. James becomes very angry, but controls his anger and continues talking to Nefarious. Then Dr. James tells Edward, "You have multiple disorders inside you. That's why you're saying all these things. Also, your execution will not be carried out." As Dr. James turns to leave, Edward calls him from behind and asks, "How is your wife Clara doing?" Dr. James is shocked once again and wonders how Edward knows about Clara. Edward says, "You're not ready to become a father yet, and your wife is currently in the hospital because you want her to undergo an abortion. If you do that, it will be your second murder." Suddenly, Edward stands up and starts acting as if his child has died. He says, "Your children are coming to our side, the world of spirits." Dr. James becomes very scared and rushes to call his wife, but she doesn't answer the call. Later, he finds out she is indeed in the hospital undergoing tests. Somewhere deep inside, Dr. James starts to believe Nefarious' words. He thinks Nefarious might be inside Edward's body. The next shift takes place near the prison warden, who tells Dr. James, "Edward is a genius. He will do anything to stop his execution." Dr. James is now panicking and angrily approaches Edward. He says, "You know your execution is in my hands. If I want, I can kill you right now." At that moment, Nefarious emerges from inside Edward and replies, "That's exactly what I want. I want to see Edward suffer. That's why I chose the electric chair for him. I would love to watch him die in agony." Dr. James confronts Nefarious and asks, "What do you want?" Nefarious replies, "I want you write a book about our demons and make sure this message reaches every human being on this planet." Dr. James sat quietly, pondering deeply. How could he possibly remove the dark spirit from inside Edward's body? He turned to Edward and said, "I can hear you. You are trapped inside him. You have the power to push Nefarious out of your body. I will help you do it, but you must be strong." Tears streamed down Edward's face as he whispered, "I don't know what to do anymore. This pain, it's unbearable." But at that moment, Nefarious surged back inside, stronger than before. Suddenly, the prison warden burst into the room, calling Dr. James urgently. "You need to see this," he said. Nefarious had researched them, things even they didn't know about themselves. Filled with rage, Dr. James confronted Nefarious. "What are you doing here? How long have you been watching me?" Nefarious smirked. "Since childhood. You were always useful to me." Before James could react, Nefarious lunged forward, attacking him. Despite the attack, Dr. James managed to keep calm and signed an agreement, declaring that Nefarious was not mentally ill. The warden then prepared to take Nefarious away to face death. From inside, Nefarious laughed coldly. "I warned you. I will make you kill before you go. Your first blood is your mother's, the second, your child's, and the third, Edward's." Edward, the original man, broke down in tears as he faced his death sentence. At 11 p.m., the night was heavy with silence and dread. The electric chair awaited. As the clock struck 11, accusations were hurled at Nefarious, who was strapped into the chair. Electricity surged, yet somehow Nefarious escaped, slipping into Dr. James's body like a shadow. Dr. James staggered, sensing a cold presence invading him. Fear gripped his heart. Was the battle truly over, or had it only just begun? 1 year later, Dr. James sat down for an interview, his voice steady but haunted. He revealed the terrifying truth of the demons among us and how he had chronicled the entire ordeal in a book. He looked directly into the camera and said, "This story is not just mine. It is a warning to all of us. The fight against darkness is real, and it is far from over. Stay vigilant, for the demons are closer than you think." And with that, the story of Nefarious came to a chilling close. Thanks so much for watching this full recap of Nefarious. I hope you enjoyed diving into this dark and thrilling story as much as I did, sharing it with you. If you love this video, don't forget to show your support by like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Got thoughts about the movie or want to suggest what I should recap next? Drop your comments below. I love hearing from you. Until next time, stay safe, keep watching great movies, and I'll see you in the next video.